What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this DC Comics video. So this is pretty much going to have quite a lot of spoilers for the Dark Metal of the Forge, which is absolutely amazing. So just a quick one before we jump into the spoilers. If you've clicked on this and you wanted to know how the comic is, well, I can tell you it is absolutely amazing. It is a really, really good comic. And if you're a fan of Scott Snyder and his legendary run, especially his New 52 run, well, you are not going to be disappointed here. And this is just absolutely superb. The whole issue from start to finish is fun. It's a lot of setup. It's really just setting up the Dark Knight's metal. So this is Dark Knight's The Forge, and then we've got Dark Knight's The Casting, which is coming out as well as the second prelude, and then we head into Dark Knight's Metal. Now, it is a very, very fun comic, and it is Scott Snyder and Capullo back together, who are one of my favourite teams, I would say, of comic book creators by far. Well, what this is, if you don't know what this is, if you haven't been keeping up on your comics, if you don't read the comics every month, well, what this is Dark Knight's Metal is going to be Batman, I believe Green Lantern, and the rest of the Justice League. They are descending into the dark, or the antimatter universe, kind of multiverse, the dark matter, antimatter multiverse, which is going to be kind of a new thing that is being brought in. And it is absolutely insane. So this is a prelude. So let's jump into the spoilers. So this comic, it really, really does focus on Batman the whole way. But hints are dropped absolutely left, right, and center. So Batman has seemingly been working on his own throughout for quite some time, to be honest. I mean, we have the Outsiders mentioned as well, so that is going back as well. The whole thing is framed by Carter Hall, Hawkman as well, who has recently died in the Death of Hawkman storyline. So obviously he is always reincarnated, so I guess he will be coming back as well and kind of explaining what this whole journal that he has written is actually all about. But seemingly Batman obviously has been on a huge kind of quest. He has been looking into the Button. We had the Button crossover with the Flash. We had that storyline, which was insane when you think about it. And loads of shit really did go down in that. And really, they want to Batman and the Flash are trying to work out just what is going on, who has been meddling with the timeline. And weirdly, Batman here in this prelude is very interested in loads and loads of artifacts throughout, and that has been spread across the DC universe. So you have the Nth Metal, which is obviously native to Thanagar, which is Hawkman's world, which is the key to him being able to regenerate. We also had, of course, the Electrum, which allowed the Talons in the Court of Owls to be reborn and kind of stay as they are. And that really goes back to New 52 as well. And Scott Snyder has actually said this story was a huge thing, and it has been planned ever since he started on Batman as well. So all those years ago, this has been kind of planned and written, ready for what is to come. So I love the fact the world building there. So what is Batman actually doing? So he is off on his own, working on loads of different things. He has a team, and well, it seems like he's trying to get to the antimatter or the dark matter universe. So he wants to get there and see what is going on, because, well, weirdly, the Electrum, the Nth Metal, all these things have the same power signature as loads and loads of really, really iconic things. I believe I saw Dr. Fate's mask there, his kind of helmet thing, loads of things in the Batcave. And weirdly, the Guardians as well, they are interested. They've sent Hal Jordan to go and see, or maybe stop as well, stop Batman. So what is happening there? Now, interestingly, one of the big things I think in the kind of middle part of the comic is the fact that Plastic Man has returned. Now, Plastic Man hasn't really been featured that much, if at all, in New 52 and also DC Rebirth. And it seems like he is very much key to getting towards this whole thing with the dark matter and seeing what is going on with that, because obviously he exists, he kind of is molecules, etc. He could have a very big insight just as to what is actually going on with that. So that person in that egg, I think, definitely 100% is actually Plastic Man, because it has the same colours, almost the same logo and that kind of thing as well. And we've got Mr. Terrific working with him as well. So Earth 2 really has not had the best time at all. So we've got this secret team that Batman has put together. Seems like he loves his secret teams, and hopefully we might actually see the Outsiders return. Will we be getting an Outsiders spin-off? That'd be really sweet to see as well. Now, interestingly, we have the Joker. So the Joker hath returned. He has been kept underneath the whole thing. He's been kept inside the Batcave window in a Batcave. Now, curiously, Scott Snyder has actually said that this is not the hint, is not going to give us the answers to the 3 Jokers, because obviously in DC Rebirth it revealed that there was actually 3 Jokers. Now that is mental that we've got 3 Jokers, but Jeff Johns has his plans for that apparently. That has been said, and he will be answering those questions as well for the 3 Jokers. Weirdly as well, we've got the Immortal Man with Duke Thomas's mother. He's talking about he offered Duke Thomas's mother immortality. What is going on with that? So there are a huge amount of mysteries that are we're not going to get answers just yet. We're not going to have anything answered. Now, the interesting thing is Carter Hall has been kind of working on and kind of going down a path seemingly similar to Batman as well, but it looks like it's not really working out for him, or didn't work out for him at all, to be honest. And we see some kind of weird kind of artifacts. We see him having a very old Batman logo in kind of cave paintings, and we have a weird future that could happen with Batman leading everything and being in charge. Maybe this is a link to the anti-universe where Batman is actually in charge and is a dictator. And also, huge news is the Anti-Monitor's Tower. The Anti-Monitor's Tower has been hid beneath the Fortress of Frickin' Solitude. What the hell is that about? So the Fortress of Solitude has the Anti-Monitor. So obviously the Anti-Monitor is part of the antimatter universe as well. So are we going to see him? Is he going to tune that and head or accidentally open the antimatter multiverse, and will they invade Earth? So that is absolutely insane. This is really a huge setup for what is actually going to happen coming soon. The casting is next, and Dark Knight's Metal is out in August. So it's just insane. I loved every minute of it. We've got crazy stuff coming out. We even had the Black Hawks as well in this. Just huge amounts of returns and hints and teases towards everything. I probably will do another video kind of really a lot more in depth with every single hint and tease perhaps. But I just wanted to talk to you about the comic because I read it, my mind was absolutely blown. So that's it for this video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.